This is Carol Erickson, your Intro to Music instructor. After reading some of the comments on the muddiest points, I thought we needed to look at some things on the keyboard and see if it helped some of your questions about tonalities. I have my piano keyboard here to demonstrate a few things, so we'll see how that goes. Tonalities are groups of notes that composers use to create melodies and harmonies. The smallest building blocks of those are half steps, which are one key to the next, like that, or it can be like that. Any side-by-side notes on the piano. Or whole steps, and whole steps always skip a key. The formulas for tonalities you really don't have to know. A major tonality, though, is you start with your tonic or your home tone. You go up a whole step, up a whole step, up a half step, up a whole step, up a whole step, another whole step, and then you get back to tonic again. Should sound like home up there. This just developed over years. Not one single person really came up with this idea. We just developed it within our ears throughout the centuries. Now, what I just built for you was a major tonality or major scale. Those usually have a happier feel to them. The minor scale is another one we'll listen to a lot, and it should sound a little sad or serious or scary. That scale, starting on C, sounds like this. It's really this third note there that kind of gives it that scary sound, and we just figured that one out too over the years. Major is happy, minor, sad, serious, or scary. Again, these tonalities developed over time. You can even look way back at a Greek philosopher named Pythagoras, who figured out that this note and this one sound similar. One is just higher. We took those two notes and we figured out how to put how many pitches we wanted in between the two notes that sounded similar. Now in the book they refer to diatonic. All diatonic means is that a tonality has two home tones or two tonics. Remember, tonalities are the home tone or the tonic. So this is a tonic note and this is a tonic note. Tonic notes are used a lot in melodies. They're always at the very end to make sure that it sounds like you've come to a resting spot. Here is a song starting in the C major tonality. I use that C a lot, and it comes back at the very end to sound like you're at a resting spot or home. Now that was in major, and that's Frère Jacques. A lot of people know that song. Now, if I were going to change Frère Jacques to minor, here's how it would sound. Scarier or more serious. So diatonic has two home tones. Chromatic is the other scale talked about in the book, or tonality. Sometimes they use the word scale, sometimes the word tonality. It's easier if you just consider them sort of the same. But chromatic is all half steps. Not many songs are written, really no songs are written just with chromatics, because there are so many. Any note can be a home tone. Sometimes you just get in a song just a little bit of chromatic. They'll just stick that in somewhere. Now, one person brought up the question of microtones. Microtones are not used in the music that was developed first in Europe. A microtone would be between those two notes and a half step. They're much smaller. They're used in different Asian cultures and probably African cultures as well. Now, while I have the keyboard out, I want to talk about harmonies. Again, if a composer is going to write harmonies or chords for a song, he'll use a tonality. In the case of a song with the C major scale, here is some of the chords that he might use. That one, he might use this one, this one, there are many options on tonality, on harmonies, but again, they're built on tonalities as well, and usually the last chord will be the chord of the home tone or tonic.